Welcome to Intermediate Blending, a follow-up series to Beginning to Blend. I'm JoRaSe, your host for this series, just like the last. Now, let's delve in and begin. Last time we made the models for the carrot seed, the planting patch, and the carrot. Today we're going to be getting each textured, starting with the seed. So we need to hit the Tab key to go into edit mode, and I need to get screencast keys activated. And now we need to get a edge ring selected. Go into edge select mode, will make it easier. And we're just going to go all the way around this one edge ring. And it will split the seed model into two halves, which we can then texture. We want to go to shading UVs on the left and mark the seam. And we're going to go ahead and split this view and change this one on the right to the UV image editor. And on the left, we're going to select everything and perform a simple UV unwrap, which gives us this. Now we need to go into face select mode on the UV editor and select all the faces for the upper portion. Move them over just a little bit to ensure that nothing is not the way we want it, by which I mean edges or vertices selected, which would pull the other unselected part out of alignment. Now we want to mirror this on the Y and then also on the X. And then we can just grab it and drag it down. And I know that looks like a mess. I thought I was doing it right. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Should be like this. So don't mirror it on the Y, just on the X. And if we play around with it a little bit, we can get it to align somewhat better. Go into vertice mode, and we're just going to flatten them all. So the S key, the X key, 0, S key, Y key, 0, and do this for the entire set. And there we go. we have our seed image. So we're going to pin that. And now we're going to export the UV layout. We're going to put this in the textures folder. Going to be carrot seed texture. And now if we, over here on the left, tab out and move to the next item, which is the carrot, going to select the areas that we want our seams to be marked on. That will do it. Can now unwrap. Well, getting ahead of myself, aren't I? We need to mark them first. So now they're marked. Select everything. Now we can unwrap. And here's what we get on the right. So we're just going to take the green portions, move them up here a little bit, get them aligned. I see. Okay, these go together, so we'll flip them on the Y, like so. Move those up there. These flip on the Y, move them down. Now this flips on the X-axis and moves down on the Y. And now let's get these positioned where they take up as little space as possible, but maximize the area they do take up. And let's go ahead and get everything flattened. Alright, so that's that portion of the carrot model done. Now we need to do this, the main part of the carrot. So we're going to flip it on the X and pull it over on the Y. Give it a bit of a rotation. And maybe a little bit more. Yeah. There we go. And now we're lining up vertices again. So see you all on the other side of another little time lapse. And there we go, the carrot is done. So now we're going to grab this and move it down here, or now we'll move it over here. And grab the carrot proper and scale it down just a bit to get clearance on both top and bottom. And we will pen everything. And let's now export the UV layout for the carrot. I'm making sure we're in the texture folder. And we'll call this carrot texture. And now the last thing to get unwrapped is going to be the planting patch. And for this we need this marked as a seam as well as this upper edge. And we'll go ahead and mark the two side edges. Get those selected, mark, select everything, and unwrap, giving us this. So let's pull it out of the way. And we only really need to worry with this portion. So we're going to make it the bigger of all parts. So it'll be about that big. Then these can line up with each other, more or less. And we're going to scale these down a little bit and then pull them up in to the texture map, and the bottom we'll just get a small dot of color, pin everything, and export this UV layout as carrot planting patch texture. And now that we've done that, I guess I'll call that it for this session. That's all for this session of Polygonal Art with JoRaSe. If you enjoyed what you saw, how about giving this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos from me. In the video description below, you'll find my Patreon link. Feel free to check it out. Now, on to the credits.